Making games is a bit like music. You wouldn't really try and make a piece of music just by doing the notation on a piece of paper and go, oh yeah, that's a really great tune. It doesn't mean really anything on paper. It means something when it's in a pad, in your hands.
What is quality where it counts?
Quality where it counts is really part of a fundamental behaviour of the studio that we're all striving for in everything that we do. It's about picking the areas of the game that we really want to sing and agreeing those up front as part of our vision for the game, our joint vision for the game, and focusing on those. And it's also, very importantly, about what areas are we not going to focus on. Any team has a certain amount of energy, of focus, not to get too sort of spiritual with it, but I do feel that there's this certain energy that we have, and we choose where we apply that. But the thinner we spread that, the less those features can stand out. And really what we want is the player to have these incredible, memorable moments when they play our games. We really want you to remember those and for those experiences to live with you for long after you've stopped playing the game.
Making games is a very iterative process, and a lot of the work we do will get iterated another 100 times or just thrown away. So it's about making those decisions and knowing when you want to push for quality for a certain feature and when it's like, I think this is fine at this point until we test it further.
How are we collaborative?
The teams are not siloed at all. Like, we work together as one team rather than, no, my team is doing this and your team is doing that. And everyone's really open to feedback, open to talk to each other, open to collaborate. It's so easy to just walk up to someone, and everyone has this good attitude of being like open and welcoming to each other.
Because of how the studio's set up with the hybrid element, that we're giving us the best opportunity to be collaborative, that we can engage with people next to us, we can see something on the screen over there, we can hear something that pulls us into a conversation that then can spark up something else, allowing for this magic, for the fireworks essentially to happen at any time. And you can't schedule that. Us being here, being together, being connected is something which, that is what's really great about this studio, and it's what brings me in every day.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is to do with the ways we promote, like the visibility of what everyone's up to through the what we intend to, sort of having a smallish team in a sort of open plan office to the Milestone playthroughs. So like everyone is aware of what's going in the game, can make suggestions or sort of see their stuff in different situations. And I think that really empowers people to sort of come up, talk to people and say, look, I saw this cool feature, but wouldn't it be great if we also did this? Or it would look better if we added some VFX here, we've got this great thing that we'd love to see. So I think a lot of it just really encourages people to sort of get eyes on everybody's work in the game.
Why is it important to play the game early and often?
Iteration, playing the game a lot is the key to making a quality game, I think. Like, you have to get something in the game, you have to get it in people's hands, you have to get it in your own hands, you have to play it, experience it, work out the rough edges, improve it. And the more you do that, the better the game you have. The whole company here is founded on that principle of get it in, play it, make it better.
We do that iteration like very fast. A lot of really quick prototyping, which is great, and the team get that. They're not sort of bogged down with documenting it first and getting to various teams. Like, everyone's autonomous enough to be able to think of something and create it, and then the way we like to review is in the engine or like on the controller. I've done a mechanic, can you play this and give me some feedback, and then we can see how it will actually affect the game.
I think one of the key goals here is trying to get the whole game playthrough in as early as possible. That kind of really allows us to evaluate all the features across the game, to prioritise on the stuff the player sees the most. That allows us to really drill down and iterate on the features that are going to make the game really awesome.
I think one thing that's really cool is the way we've blocked out the entire game, the entire chapter, and then when the art comes in and there's like we can easily switch it on. That moment of wow, this looks incredible, this feels incredible, and this is a game that we're all working together to make. It's just brilliant.
How does intentional leadership work?
Well, it's all about the leader kind of method that we have. You're not being told what to do. You say, I intend to do this. You basically go out and work on that feature. It gives you autonomy, it gives you ownership. It's really, really empowering that you're the person that's driving things forward.
I think it's also about like having really clear goals and a clear vision of where we're going with the game, and everyone coming together and aligning forward and being very open with what they're working on and being open to pivot sometimes, because we have to iterate and make quick changes, but we all still have the end goal.
Everyone feels they have a big say in the game. They feel like they can push stuff forward without having to sort of wait for approval or be scheduled. Everyone is just empowered to say, how can I make the game better?
Talk about what happens when we do team milestone presentations.
So obviously at the end of the month, we've done a load of work and then we showcase it to the whole studio. I think what's nice about what we do here is the fact that it can be anyone in the team that's standing up and talking about that feature that they worked on that month.
I've had a case where we showed some mood boards, and then someone in audio, well, Nick, came up and he was like, oh, that actually gave me an idea for what kind of sound to use in certain part of the game. And that's happened to me when I look at environment as well. So it's about also inspiring each other.
What's really kind of heartwarming about those as well is when we have new starters come in, that you can see that they can be a little bit nervous, because going up there and showing your work to the whole team makes you feel quite vulnerable, right? Because you're showing what you've done, but then you show it and you get that real warm glow reflected back from the team, and it's really gives you that inspiration to drive on and continue to deliver amazing work.
What does this mean to you? Keep it simple.
Don't overcomplicate things. Don't over-engineer. Don't account for all the issues that you think you might have over the next 5 years working. Like, just do what you need to do to prove the game forward, prove the mechanics, and get something on screen, and get that feedback from everyone, and keep moving things forward.
And it's also like not reinventing the wheel. Like if there's some software that we can use, just use that. It's about making smart decisions. If you've got something, use it. We're not making technology, we're making the best game we can make.
What I really love about the technology team is that they're passionate about creating workflows that keep it simple for everyone else. So when we look at tools that can be introduced, it's like, is that going to slow down the way we work? Because if it is, it's out. Like, I don't care that tool. Oh, it's sexy, it's the latest thing that's come out. Is it going to slow down the team overall? Or we won't use it, you know, because I think the magic is in iterating quickly. And technology is always the place where it's most tempting to make things complicated. And it's actually probably the hardest place to keep it simple.
How do we build the game?
We build it in layers. Like, we build the whole game start to finish as quick as we can. And that gives us a framework and a perspective for every feature we've got in the game, how often it's being used. Then we build the whole game again. Like, we layer on top of that, we push the quality across the game, but with a much clearer perspective about where each feature sits relative to each other. And then we do the same thing and build the whole game again. By the time the game comes out, you're playing that 5th, 6th iteration of us going through the whole story, start to finish.
That's how we've always worked throughout, you know, the Arkham games, that kind of layering of repetition, going over it and saying, what can we do to make this better? What can we do to make it better this time? What can we do to make it better this time? Just building up the layers, and you've got like as polished a product as you can get at the end.
And I mean, the other day we were talking about an idea for one of the chapters, and then we built it really quick, and it was like, yeah, this is great, this is working. And then in another meeting, we came up with an even better idea. And instead of going, oh, well, we've already agreed on that and built it, we can't go back now. We've done it so quickly that it was like, that is going to be better, let's try that. And we went back and we iterated quickly. And it did elevate that section. And that was really cool because we could do it so fast and everyone was invested as to why we were changing things and knew why.
How does the design process work and how does it feel?
What I love working in a smaller team size is that everyone gets a really significant say in what we're making. And the game is a culmination of amazing ideas from everybody here. And that's what really is great, because everyone's a really significant part of the machine. No one feels extraneous to what we're doing. Everyone is really at the heart of what we create. And obviously, we'd be foolish not to take the best ideas that come from everyone. You know, we're not just one person's ideas. We're a small team's worth of ideas, all contributing to this great game that we're making.
You're all near each other. There's an open plan office. You can just walk over to someone and just suggest something. Like Pete and I work quite closely together. I've never felt like I couldn't just say, wouldn't it be cool if? Everyone's exposed to each other. You can just bounce ideas off each other and anyone can come up with anything.
What surprised you about how we are doing things at HundredStar?
I think what surprised me is how quickly we come together, we get our ideas together, we build something, and then we can actually test it. It's not just, here's some concepts, here's a document of what it could be. We actually just go ahead, get it in the game, and we can test it.
Making games is a bit like music. You wouldn't really try and make a piece of music just by doing the notation on a piece of paper and go, oh yeah, that's a really great tune, and then walk away and go, we're done. It doesn't mean really anything on paper. It means something when it's in a pad in your hands. And so like the paper design is not something we focus on. It's like how quick can we get past that stage, get something in game, talk about it at a desk. By the time we go away, you know, with the talented programmers we've got and designers we've got and artists that we have, we can be playing it quicker than we can be writing about it. So we try and minimize that phase completely and turn into that, let's get the pad in our hands, play it together and really enjoy those moments. Lucky enough to sit next to some of the coders, and just when we look at getting a new feature in, it's like, here it is, play it. You know, we talk about it, a couple of hours later, here it is, play it, let's try it now, let's see what we can do. And those moments are really inspiring. Getting the pad in your hand and playing the game is just what it's all about, right? That's what people are going to do when they get the game at home, and that's what we should be focused on here, and that's why we're so focused on that.